You stand here before me, facing the torrent of fate. Do not be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you, for it is a gift. This storm will cut you like 1,000 razor blades. People will bleed there, and you will bleed too. Hot red blood. You'll catch that blood in your hands, your own blood and the blood of others. And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure, in fact, whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. Remember, the sword of destiny has 2 edges. You are one of them.
What's up, guys? This is Alek the Lost Knight, but today it's Keeper Alek. We're playing D&D. We're playing the feud, but it's D&D. Anyway, this is a side story. It's a whispered tale. It's not being streamed, it's being recorded, and I'm here today with Ninja. Introduce yourself.
Hello. I am Ninja. I play the character Aldritch. It is a drow cleric of the Twilight domain, and I'm super excited. And fun fact, I like to party.
There it is. That's what we're all waiting for, folks. He likes to party. So today's side story takes place years even before Aldritch joins our adventurous misfits, if you will. Our fated group. Our Pawns of Fate, I believe I've called them in the past. Anyway, this is back in Aldrich's origin story. And to set the scene, young Aldritch has just been banished and excommunicated from his home in the Underdark. And so he's been wandering the caves alone and unguided. And through his wanderings, has come across some ancient stone doors that are broken in and lying on the ground. And this is where we join our good friend, Aldritch.
Ooh.
So I will pull us to here.
Got a map?
I sure do, my friend. I sure do.
Nice.
And let's go ahead and set the mood with some music. All right. I'll move this so we can see where you're at. All right. So Aldritch, you come down a innately carved corridor, and you find these big stone doors broken and lying on the floor. It's dark, but your drow self has dark vision, and so you can see in tones of black and white in this room.
What is this? Broken doors. What happened here? I'm free to explore.
Yes. And as you enter the room, you see this appears to be somewhat of a crypt. There's a large stone sarcophagus in the center, and as you walk up, there's a subtle rumbling, and the lid on the sarcophagus slides off. Ever so slowly.
Brave Lord Nito?
And a chill descends on the room. And as it does, it, oddly to your eyes, and this takes you a moment to adjust to, begins to glow a bit. And this
strange sensation I'm feeling.
Ethereal light seems to be coming from the open sarcophagus. And it does not... It's certainly not normal, and you don't understand what's happening, but you don't feel great unease necessarily. Something in you feels like this was supposed to happen. And as you stand there, not an audible voice, but one that seems to echo in your ears, almost in your own skull, calls out to you.
This is not your grave, but you are welcome in it. Do not be afraid. I am peace. I am salvation. I'm a timeless chorus. Join your voice with mine and sing victory everlasting.
I love you so much. Of course I know what a reference that is. What? Who's there?
Without any further answer, you feel a compulsion to enter this sarcophagus. And as you do, you climb over into it, and you can't see the bottom, and as you hop into it, you enter a free fall into darkness. And again, the voice fills your mind.
Now the gate has been unlatched, headstones pushed aside. Corpses shift and offer room, a fate you must abide.
As you continue to fall into darkness, your feet suddenly find purchase. And you find yourself on somewhat of a bridge of sorts over an abyss.
Where am I? Some kind of void? Is anyone there? Where have I ended up? What is this place?
As you step on the middle of this bridge, the 4 flame stands on the bridge alight with a black flame that oddly does not give off light, but seems almost to be dimmer for having been lit. And there before you, suddenly, as he was not there a moment before, stands a being.
Who are you?
I see you have many questions, which is good, for I have answers. Your time has come. No need to be frightened. No reason to fight. Many have gone before you, and now it's time to take the voyage.
What voyage is that?
The one of knowledge, of all that which you seek.
How do I begin this voyage?
With but a word. It is already begun. For I am the last of those your kind rose up against and ruthlessly destroyed. I am the last precursor, and your answers are at hand. The truth of space and time moves through the universe like a wave. Truth speaks through space and matter and makes itself known to human beings. I was waiting for you, and you came. This was destined to happen. In truth, all is predetermined. There is only one truth. That which is done will be done again. For we cannot cease from creating, but the end of all our creation will be to look into a reflection and see ourselves for the first time. The pain we have brought on ourselves, the pain you caused us, for we are the same. All remember the defiance and destruction. How many are there in you? Whose hopes and dreams do you encompass? Could you but see the eyes in your own, the minds in your mind, you would see how much we share. And as he says these words, a strange light begins to glow behind him, and a portal opens. It says, your journey has begun. It need only begin. The only way to begin is by beginning. And every journey starts but with a single step.
Well, you've certainly caught my attention. I don't know where this will go, lead. But for some reason, I want to trust you. So I wish to begin. Do you wish me to step inside the portal?
You need only wish it yourself.
Then I wish to begin.
So step through. Find your fate before you. As you step through, you hear words echo in your mind. There's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going. Not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing. And as you step through the portal, you find yourself on what seems to be a floating rock in the ether.
It's so beautiful here.
And on a raised pedestal before you stands some humanoid creature in robes, blindfold.
Who are you?
I'm a spirit of your ancient lineage. I am here to help you complete your trial.
What trial was that?
The most important one of all. One we all took. The only way to gain true insight and knowledge. For you must surrender everything. You must give up yourself. Become more than yourself. Approach me and begin.
And let us begin.
And he looks at you, or it, or whatever this being is, and says, the first step is to remove your steps. For I must break your legs. You will lose the use of them. Do you accept this? A man chooses, a slave obeys.
What if I were to say no, because I sure need my legs to walk?
Then here you will remain forever, lost to the void.
And would that be such a bad thing?
And it kind of makes it ponder for a moment. It says, there is no good or bad here. There is merely knowledge, or the lack thereof. If you do not wish to continue, you will merely be consumed and recycled as part of the cycle once more. For you see, you've already taken this journey before, and you must take it again.
Well, I certainly don't want to be lost to infinity. So be it then. If you must break my legs, break my legs.
And it walks over to you, and suddenly holding a mace, swings, and one after the other breaks both of your legs. And you feel all of it. As you collapse to the ground, and it looks down at you and says, the first step has been taken. And your eyes go dark for a second. As suddenly you find yourself on another floating island. And yet another hooded, robed, blindfolded entity stands before you.
Yes.
And it says, you cannot walk as your legs are broken. You must pull yourself to me to continue your journey.
Are you the same being or another?
I am not, and I am.
Well, assuming you want me to do something else, what is it?
He says, next, I will tear off your arms and feed them to the carrion birds. The taking of your arms, do you accept this? A man chooses, a slave obeys.
And why do you need my arms? I will not be able to crawl without them. I will not be able to eat or drink.
For why shall you thirst once you have gained the knowledge? For why would you hunger once you have gained the knowledge? You must surrender all to become all.
So be it. If you must take my arms, then take them.
And he kneels down, puts one hand on your shoulder, grabs your arm with his other hand, and with inhuman strength, rips off one, then the other, and tosses them off into the void. And you feel all of it. And again, your eyes seem to grow dark. And you come back to another island. And you lie there on your back with no arms and no legs, with a tree above you. But as you look, something moves out of the tree. It is just an amalgam of appendages, and it wraps you in cold, vine-like tentacles and slowly moves you along the next dais and places you atop it in front of the next hooded, blindfolded being. And it says, without legs and arms, you can only lie there. Now, I will cut off your ears, so you will no longer hear lies. Do you accept this? For a man chooses, a slave obeys.
I don't have any arms or legs anymore. I tire of hearing lies. So be it. Remove my ears.
And it reaches down to you on the ground, and with a hand to each ear, pulls them off of your head and tosses them into the void, and you feel all of it. Again, your vision wavers as you open your eyes on another rock in the void. This one walks over to you and looks into your eyes, and without speaking a word, in its eyes you can see what it intends. And it says, do you care if I take your eyes to live in eternal darkness and no more see the lies of this world, be bathed in truth? I shall steal your sight. Do you accept this? A man chooses, a slave obeys.
I wish to stop seeing lies wish to stop seeing corruption. I'm already without my arms, my legs, and my ears. Go ahead then. Take my sight.
He reaches down to you on the ground. With his hands, plunges his fingers into your eye sockets and pulls out your eyeballs. And you are plunged into darkness once more. You feel as if you are being moved, though you have no sight to know it. And finally, in your mind, again you hear words, though a different voice than previously. And it says, "Now I can only communicate directly with your mind. Your mind is all you have left. But in the end, I will take your mind. Though you probably don't want to allow that, do you? But you can't answer, can you, or even move? Are you sad? Are you lonely? Are you in pain? Do you yet feel? If you lose your mind, you will lose any sadness, any loneliness, any pain. You will lose it all. Become one. Do you accept this? A man chooses. A slave obeys.
I certainly tire of sadness and loneliness and pain. I wish to know. So yes, take my mind.
I will take your mind and know that I will possess it. You must give up everything to obtain knowledge. Tell me what you cherish the most. Give me the pleasure of taking it away. A man chooses. A slave obeys.
I cherish curiosity, knowing, and knowledge, and exploring.
And that is why you are here. Exchange flesh for freedom, possessions for insight. Unto the chosen shall be given reunion with both living and the dead. Settle for nothing less than the finer wisdom of the stars, and divine love of convergence. Pain is devotion. Shed fear and regrets as you discard the clothes of your childhood, for you are no longer a child. And through your darkness, you feel a cold rush as you suddenly find yourself standing with all of your limbs, with your ears, with your eyes, on the edge of an abyss. And again, a voice comes to you. You feel as if the one that was just talking to you is somehow holding his hand to your forehead and speaking directly into your mind, as if you're still laying right there where you just were, yet still it feels so real where you're standing now. And his voice comes through. Never is it to be thought that man is either the oldest or the last of Earth's masters, that the common bulk of life and substance walks alone. The old ones were, the old ones are, the old ones shall be. Not in the spaces we know, but between them. They walk the serene and primal, undimensioned and to us unseen. He knows the gate, He is the gate. He is the key and guardian of the gate. Past, present, future are all one in him. He knows where the old ones broke through of old, and where they shall break through once again. He knows where they had trod earth's fields, and where they still tread them, and why no one can behold them as they tread. By their smell can men sometimes know them near, but of their semblance can no man know, staying only in the features of those they have begotten on mankind, and of those are there many sorts, differing in likeness from man's truest eidolon to that shape without sight or substance which is them. They walk unseen and foul in lonely places, where the words have been spoken and the rites howl throughout their seasons. The wind gibbers with their voices, and the earth mutters with their consciousness. They bend the forest and crush the city. It may not forest or city behold the hand that smites. Him in the cold waste hath known them, and what man knows him? The ice desert of the south and the sunken isles of ocean hold stones whereon their seals engraved. But who has seen the deep frozen city, with a sealed tower long garlanded with seaweed and barnacles? As a foulness shall ye know them. Their hand is at your throats, yet ye see them not. And their habitation is even one with your guarded threshold. He is the key to the gate, whereby the spheres meet. Man rules now, where they ruled once. They shall soon rule where man rules now. After summer is winter, after winter summer. They wait patient and potent. Here shall they reign again. Even now, the invaders hide beyond space and time and build their evil stronghold. A place out of time is beyond the dark, is even farther beyond the underdark. Deep darkness is shrouded, it is without light. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It's only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly. The twilight of the universe shines through him. Take the first step to your rebirth. And as he says rebirth,
to jump in.
As he says rebirth, the hand closes. And you are again plunged into darkness. But this time, darkness is a comfort. And you float there through the darkness. No longer cold. No longer empty. For you are one with it. You are part of the twilight. You feel purpose like you never have before. You feel knowledge. You feel one. In the back of your mind, there is a fear. For you are no longer alone, but you are no longer alone. And though you have tread this path before, you know not where it leads. And slowly, you feel as though you settle on your back on some soft ground. And as slowly Your sight returns to you. You find yourself laying on the grass. In a place you do not know. For the first time on the surface.
How did I end up here?
And everything is just so blurry now. It just seems so you know you now have purpose. But you must find it. For your eyes have been opened, and now you must see. And now you are seen. For he is coming, and you must prepare.
Who is he?
In your
What is
mind,
that?
you know him, but you do not know him. He is, but he is not.
How do I begin this journey?
There is silence all around you. And as you look up into the sky, for the first time in your life, not having rock above your head, and feeling a cool breeze on your skin, you look up into the stars. You feel as if they hold answers. All that you've been searching for is finally within reach.
I suppose I've found twilight. I suppose now I have found a purpose for which I can live and seek out. Finally.
And so fades this tale. For not long after, wandering the surface, you found Brydell, and your journey began. And so we fade out.
I rate this 100 out of 10, please. Holy shit, that was phenomenal. Damn, dude. Found the grave mine.
Yeah, man.
That was incredible. Wow. Yeah, the music, the scenes, everything was amazing. The sequence of, I guess you could say, taking away, that reminded me of an anime. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to tell you later. But yeah, that was incredible.
The craziest thing is, as fucked up as all of that was, that's like directly pulled from Earthbound, the game.
Oh wow.
Like, this children's ass Nintendo game has that sequence in it.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah, Earthbound's wild, dude.
Earthbound, wow.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at that.
There's a lot of if you dig through, and I'll send you like the transcript of like what I've said more or less. But
Okay.
it's so many game references and but I had a lot of fun with that. So
Yeah, that Gravebind, I was smiling the whole time.
I was like, I'll hit in with the start with that. So you should,
Like, yes.
as soon as you hear like, this is not your grave, but you're welcome in, it's just like, oh yeah, here it is. Here
Yeah.
it is. 2 corpses in 1 grave.
Oh my gosh. It was like, it's my favorite thing in fiction.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I threw some Dead Space in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
Like
if you
so focused, but
yeah. I don't know if you heard the word convergence sneak in there, but it's in there. So got some Lovecraft in there. Got BioShock in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man chooses, slave obeys.
Oh wow. Is that from the first one?
It is. It is.
Been a
You
while
meet
since I played
Atlas
any
or
of them.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've played all of them like multiple times, but it's been a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah. So, hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, it was quick. It was a shorter session, but Roses and Thorns, my friend.
The Rose. Fucking Gravemind. That caught my attention immediately. Thorns, I don't know, because the whole thing was like important. Man, there was nothing bad about it, but I guess in reference to it specifically to my character, I mean, you could say Thorns is the the removal of oneself is what it is, but the removing of the arms and legs and eyes and ears.
Yeah. Pretty fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm gonna break your legs.
Yeah, I mean, it was semblance of like giving myself up in order to receive what it is that I received. So,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah. But yeah. So this is the you are now officially so this is the origin of your Twilight Domain powers, essentially. So
okay. Yeah, I definitely. It's hard for me to like focus on stuff sometimes, but I definitely want to learn more about it and more about like what I'm able to do with it and stuff. I know we're level 2, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's some pretty good stuff. So you were given Eldritch knowledge, if you want to put it that way.
Okay.
But much as insight gives you vision, it also makes you visible. So that's why you're now having these incidents in the current campaign.
Okay. Whoops, yeah.
So, but well, hell yeah, dude, hell yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
I don't know if you like. I hit this point where, to tell myself a little bit, you went to walk through the portal, and like I didn't have a good like transition sentence for like going through the portal. In my mind, I was like, "Oh my god, I know exactly what goes here," and I fucking googled the Willy Wonka boat scene.
Oh wow.
And it was like, there's no earthly way to know which way we're going or whatever. Like that's.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like the original.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's from, is the original.
Oh, okay.
The crazy like nightmare boat sequence.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, probably, but yeah.
Yeah. I have too many references in my head. It all lives there. But well, hell yeah, dude. We'll wrap up this recording. And so again, like I said, for the timeline, this is before you got to Bridell.
Right.
So this is after you are excommunicated, banished, before you met the rest of the group. And this is before, so in session 0, we had a flashback to you in like a village like ravaged by a dragon or something like that. This is before that, obviously. This is your first time coming to the surface. So
right.
Just as an FYI for a greater timeline here. So, and I will say too, like, just for ease of narrative, these Twilight powers took away your sunlight sensitivity, so you're okay on the surface.
Oh, okay.
So I'll put it that way because that explains that a little better.
yeah, makes sense.
But all right, man, I'm gonna wrap up this recording. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Comment down below what your favorite part was, and of course, if you want to see more, please subscribe. We post new videos daily. I stream weeknights on Twitch, 7 to 10 p.m. Central. I'm Alek the Lost Knight, by the way. Have a always live content shuffle. Check out the link below for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.